This is new, isn't it? Look at all that. Look at all the levels popping off.
No, me drinking is not new at all, to be honest.
I know, right? Them levels.
I wish there were levels for drinking.
There is.
DUI levels.
Yeah, I've got
DUI level. You know, in America,
I've got a driving lesson.
level 1, social drinker. Level 2, more than social drinker. Level 3, alcoholic. Level 4, neglectful father. Level 5, prison junkie. Level 6, prison bitch. Level 7, dead.
There's nothing else, that's it.
That's it. You get to level 7, then
When you get to level 7 though, you get to restart with a new Pokemon.
In what Pokemon game would that even happen where you like fail and get a new Pokemon?
No, to be fair, if you play Pokemon right, you always have to start again because you get bored in it because you've done everything.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but it's
That's
not
why
like-
actually, isn't it?
Alright.
Pokemon.
I'll allow it.
So you save all, all your Pokemon, which are like level 100, and you've grinded together, and then you send them to your friend,
Yeah.
and then you send them back to yours, and you've done your Pokemon League again. Which, unfortunately for Michael, I saw my Pokemon White, and no Black, sorry, and it had all his Pokemon on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Pokemon. Right.
Not much narrative there.
Yeah. We're talking about whether narrative in video games is still like necessary, sort of. I don't think it is.
No, it's not
You
necessary.
don't think it's necessary?
I don't think it's necessary anymore.
I'd like it to be, but it's not because there's too many 12-year-old children.
Straight to the problem.
Yeah.
12-year-olds.
No, and 30-year-old men, don't get me wrong, the whole spectrum, both sexes, would just happily click online multiplayer on a shooter instead. There's no need for a story on that. It's like, what's the story? Well, I've got a machine gun and these people on the other team, so I have to put bullets into them.
Yeah.
Like,
Or you'd have to put bullets into them. Your bullets miss them, but because the game's fucking bent, you know, they kill you and you don't. That's why I stopped playing COD, right?
I don't mind games that don't have a narrative. I'd rather a game not have a narrative and it be a good game than be like Borderlands, which is the narrative that is just terrible.
saw Lauren's face
and
just
boring,
go
in which the narrative is just
There's
there's
no
shit about that.
There's
really.
no narrative on. It's the same as like there's some really cracking games. You know, you're like them as well. You know, Fallout,
Yeah.
Skyrim.
yeah.
There's a narrative on that, but really, it's not.
It's not about that.
It's not all.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just. It's very linear. Despite how much they've done it, it's very linear.
Yeah.
You gain levels, you get better weapons, you pimp some bitches up, and you kill more enemies. So
I'm wiggling around on the couch.
the games that are led by narrative now is like Telltale. And
Yeah.
smaller indie companies.
And BioWare. And those
Yeah.
are the big ones.
Yeah.
And even BioWare, like when you play Dragon Age, or even the masterpiece of Knights of the Old Republic, you still got a grand thing you've got to end up at end of game.
Well, speaking of Telltale, I was reading something the other day, and it was about how it's the HBO of gaming now. Because
Well,
they
they've
do
come far from that chuffing,
Sam and Max.
not just Sam and
I like
Max.
Sam and Max.
I like Sam
that
and
Back
Max.
to the Future thing that everybody
Oh,
hated.
and the Jurassic Park one as
Hey,
well.
the Jurassic Park one wasn't too bad. It
No.
wasn't great, but you know, at least.
It was a disappointment more than anything. I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad game.
And then they brought Walking Dead out, and everybody like sort of just exploded,
well, that's
and were like, "This is so
everyone-
good. I
everyone's-
need to see how Clementine's doing. I need the next level,"
Well, that's
which I am guilty of. Like every time I put an episode down, I'm like, "Motherfucker,
Well,
better
that's
not
what
kill
I mean.
Clementine."
Like, in terms of gameplay, like, with Telltale games, it's like, they're not... The gameplay, if you think about it, really,
It's
like, in
simplistic,
terms of an
yeah.
actual game, it's not there. It's QTEs and a point-and-click thing.
But it doesn't detract from
No,
the
I
actual
know. Like,
experience.
Wolf Among Us has got probably the best story that they've...
Oh, Big B is such a dude.
I think that.
And I play
think it's
nice.
better.
When you play mean, it's even better. So, I mean, ripping Grendel's arm off.
I didn't do that.
I didn't do that. I felt too mean.
Yeah,
I was like, is
That's-
that enough?
that's
And
the
then I
thi-
walked to the bar,
and-
cool guy tried to pay and then realised I
I
paid.
realised you got no
And
money.
then realised I got the
Yeah.
money and I was like, put it on Crane's tab instead.
put it on Crane's tab because he's a douche. But best thing about a narrative game is you don't have to have. If it's a good narrative game, there don't need to be much action or. As long as you invest into it.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
But again, you don't need it nowadays because people are just more interested in picking up a shooter that's got like 50 different options of putting a bullet in somebody's head.
I think without the narrative, it detracts from the meaningness of the game. Right? Like if you play Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3, if the character you loved in 1, 2 dies, you're sad. If someone dies in Call of Duty, I couldn't give a shit who dies.
Well, Freebs prested me to buy COD Ghost, so I did because you know he ain't got much taste in games. If we're being honest.
No.
Well, he likes Skyrims. He likes the
Panic.
Skyrims and the Fallouts, and he
Skyrims.
enjoyed the Left 4 Dead's a bit.
I don't think the storyline of Skyrim was that great.
Well, it's
It
not
was
supposed to be
shit
good
compared
Skyrim.
to
It was like really
But
cliche.
even the
It
Elder
was
Scrolls,
like-
they haven't got a really good plot line. It's basically there is a big threat. Go defeat it in any man's.
Oblivion was
Were
good.
decent and a good plot.
Oblivion's read like a really crap like soap diary. This bloke's powerful, right? He's like owns this business. But he's shagged about. Go get his son because he'll stop the apocalypse where there's a corporate merger.
That Patrick
That's what it
Stewart
was.
being the old cat.
That's where it was.
Were you watching EastEnders?
It's not like it's a narrative that you get gripped into. You don't really think that if I don't save Martin Septim, it's really bad. You think, oh, no, these other quests. Because my character's a pimping orc and he's not worried about these empire troubles.
It's a little better than it were in Skyrim, right?
Sorry.
In Skyrim, though, I got proper involved in Civil War. I mean, like these races.
That was quite.
About that. Like,
oh, did you not care about the Civil War, man?
No,
The Stormcloaks
I
are
didn't
such
care about anything in
douches.
Skyrim.
You've got to like shit fuss throw down the Stormcloaks.
I cared about building a house big enough so I could find the best wife in the game and then get bored her and kill her and hide her in the basement.
For the record, me and Jules' wife were not murdered. They fell down the stairs.
It had nothing to do with me food.
Mine was not
Sneezed. They were a sneeze.
Mine was not resurrected as a zombie. Turned into ash. Turned into ash and then swept.
Just a big hole in your wall.
Who did you marry on it?
I married
Ragnock Steelheart.
You can tell how messed up my social life is when I married, Muri, the girl who wishes to murder somebody. And I killed your ex-boyfriend. Will you marry me? She's like, I love a man who can kill somebody.
I married Ayla the Huntress because
she's
she
a
has a
werewolf,
shop.
So she's kinky as hell in bed.
Because
She can't get lover's comfort, CG. So she can never feel the
Lover's comfort.
She can never feel the comfort of your love due to the wolf inside her.
You just increase your one-handed skill instead.
Jesus.
Pile driving away.
Cut for Mike.
Cut for Mike. Poor Michael. Well, let's not go on to that.
Well, we can't
on the internet.
Yeah, we can't talk about Mike. But
every Friday, if you could, please tweet #Cut for Mike because every little helps.
Yeah, I'll put a thing in the description of what exactly to write.
Yeah.
Like today is National Weekly Cut for Mike.
Yeah.
Every Friday, 4:20.
If we cut long and hard enough, maybe one day his problems will be solved.
They'll never be solved.
If not, I'll just cut somebody's head off.
Anyway, like going back away from Mike.
Like I was saying, COD Ghost actually for a COD game, obviously it's completely unbelievable. It's a military shooter.
Big dumb space
They were actually the story wasn't too. It tried making it more personal, like your dad, your brother, and they poured effort in compared, but. Nobody goes on a COD for campaign
Exactly.
anymore.
I don't see why they do it. I don't see why they don't just. You can go on Steam, Xbox Live, PlayStation Store, or into game or whatever, and you can either buy Call of Duty the complete thing, or just the multiplayer. And just pay £20 just to play multiplayer.
Yeah, because
that's true.
Actually,
Yeah.
And I wonder how many
like
of those
COD 4. I don't think they expected COD 4 to be as massive as it was because the campaign were pretty darn good.
The campaign.
I remember
was
getting that
awesome.
for Christmas. We've got
story,
Assassin's Creed,
amazing.
the most repetitive game ever made.
Oh, don't get me started about Assassin's Creed story. I was on
At
about
least there's a
that
story.
is a story that I went from caring about to giving the least amount of fucks ever. and in number
0 fucks are given.
Who's this Miles Desmond fucker?
He dies. What the fuck? What's the point of getting invested?
I didn't play
put spoilers
Revelations,
in
and when I
that.
found out he died in Black Flag, I was so happy. I was just like, he's dead. Finally. And in number 4, you start off as a badass pirate, like, oh, this story's sweet, this is cool. But then after like an hour of gameplay, it's just like, enough being a pirate, let's now be an assassin. It's just like, I don't want to do this. Why
I want to be a pirate.
The last 2 shitty games. I want to be a pirate.
But the most pointless thing is, like, with Miles, you didn't care when he died. You were like,
I was on about
Lee Everett dies. Shit me balling. I was balling. I didn't actually cry. I'm incapable as a man of crying.
I
wept madly tears inside.
I cried a lot during Walking Dead.
I cried a lot during Mass Effect.
I did.
I
Suicide Mission. Mass Effect 2. Suicide.
No one died for me because I'm a fucking god.
Tally died. She got shot in the face.
Oh,
Super
not
hard.
Tally. Tally's the cutest alien
The first
made
time
free.
the first time I played it, Gareth died. And and mine last save for like 4 hours before that. And I went back and 4 hours like, fuck Gareth
I've only played Mass Effect 1, completed it, And Caden died, bless him, because Ashley's a Christian, and to be fair, she wanted my dick, but the alien got it instead, based on a 50-50. no, wait.
I flipped a coin for this shit.
No, right. Basically, I couldn't make my mind up. I didn't want to let any girl down, because they could all have a bit of Shep and Willie. But
Shep and Willie.
They started arguing, and I don't like to be a confrontation with women, so I closed my eyes and spanned the analog stick round, and it landed on the alien.
I chose Liara.
You're being quiet, you need to talk about narrative.
She's just disgusted at me about my method of choosing women. I spin an analog stick and I choose this one.
Caden either dies
just
a hero.
close your eyes
he either
and
dies
do
a
the
hero
thought.
or lives long enough to become the weird gay friend.
Yeah. The weird gay friend.
Just really weird. You're like, I was not gay in 1 or 2, and then in number 3 is just like, Shepherd, you bumped my booty. It's just like, no!
Whoa.
Like Darth Vader, and then the Star Wars like, no!
I remember a story that I did care about, even though you knew where we were going everything all through it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Knights of the Republic proper cared about the characters.
Although
did all the backstory, even the ones with the opposite alignment to me. Did all the backstory quests, pimped around with my lightsaber, using force powers, being a good guy.
Making your own lightsaber.
Even the shitty NPC characters like her on Tatooine who needs like 500 chuffing credits because she's skin. Yeah. I'm like, I'll get you some money, love, because for some reason I care about you in this non-existent world. And that's what a game's from.
The only problem I ever had with the Knights of the Old Republic games was the twist where it turned out you were Revan.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree. I thought that was the best Jules Spanish shipper.
I didn't. That was up there with Bioshock.
Do you know what's wrong with that game? Do you know what's wrong with that game? How long the fucking sand people?
It was a typical Bioshock twist that were just like
twists
that weren't expected and weren't welcomed. It was like
wow.
I liked it.
The first time I played that, I was like, mind is blown. There's plenty of clothes there all the way through it. Because Bastilla's got proper hard on for you and everything. But no, the annoying thing on that game was how much the Sand people took to talk. And they went, it's like, shut the fuck up and speak English. I don't think that in a racist way. It's like it's not even a fancy language that is fun to listen to. It's just
it's like listening to a Klingon.
And the chuffing Gamoran. It just sounds like being in Kendry all the time.
The worst thing was in Old Republic Online.
Multi-shaka papa.
Was the Ugnaughts who just talk in a horrid pig sound.
Yeah.
Listen to the whole thing going. It's like, oh god, what is this?
Just like, I want to stop this.
That Gamora on Tatooine who tries to talk with his pig voice, the least threatening way to talk to is the pig voice. In English, it's like, yes, I've led you to the desert and now I'm going to murder you and steal all your pennies, which obviously that's not a threatening voice.
She's getting
in the pig voice, it's... It's like not scary at all, right?
He's been practicing that, hasn't he?
I've been practicing all my Star Wars voices.
I could see the audio level just peak in excitement.
Oh god, but that game by and large. Oh, and when you're Kashyyyk as well, just walking carpets for about 50 minutes. Right, and the exact same dialogue is for like, you have betrayed us, brother. It's the same as like, let's go to the Shadowlands. It's like, then it's...
Who made Knights of the Old Republic? No, it was...
BioWare and LucasArts. Yeah. And there's another one I forgot.
BioWare's the maker of the
but I remember buying my original Xbox with that. Because we had PS2 bought for us. It was my birthday. I got a few pennies. Got it second hand from cash converters. I got Knights of the Old Republic for it, and that was the game that I fell in love with.
I remember BioWare though. They had a really good game which never went anywhere. Like, I'm not even sure if it sold that well, but it was called Jade Empire.
I've seen a few people who never played it.
It was so fucking good. It was like based around like old Chinese mythology. So you had you could do like fucking dragon kick, and you had all these like fighting stances and shit like that. But also the storyline for it was like ridiculously good. Like
and then EA happened.
And then EA, the great definer EA.
Can you remember when EA used to make good games?
Like
Battlefront.
I don't see why everyone hates EA so much. I'm not saying that they don't do bad stuff.
The thing is why people, I think, in my opinion, this is obviously...
In my opinion.
Right, because I ain't got that much of a problem with EA, because for one, I don't play sports games, so I can't get riled by FIFA and that.
Yeah.
But what people don't like about it is, like, they were the first ones to sort of go, oh, you haven't bought the game brand new, have you? Yeah. Well, pay another £7 to access online features past level 5. It's like, fuck you, I only paid for game.
When I bought a £5 version of FIFA 12 instead of a £45 version, I didn't mind paying £2 to play online.
Yeah.
Who really cares?
My hand's stuck in the box of beers.
Well, you see, it's mainly companies like I want to be in America.
Well, to be fair about EA, they stopped doing that.
Yeah.
They stopped doing the online passes, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, they get a lot.
They realised
the thing is,
EA,
they sponsor a lot of games that are also turned out to be pretty shit.
Well,
which isn't their fault. They're taking a shot on a company to make a decent game.
Like Dungeon Keeper, you played the mobile version of that.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That was shit.
I don't mind
the mobile version? Right?
Oh, no.
I've got Dungeon Keeper for 1 and 2 for the PC, and I like those games. But the one they did for the mobile were like, if you want if you want to mine this app, wait 2 days, or you can pay like £2.
Oh,
microtransaction.
I used to, on my phone before it became so outdated that it might as well be a fucking Telegram. I used to play this game called Galaxy Empires, which pretty fun for a free game, but like you could either wait so many hours for this to do or pay straight away, which is fair enough. It's when somebody who's paid fucking tons of money attacks you with like a 6 billion ships when you've got 40 and they think they're clever and they send you a message. You just want to go, in real life, mate, you're about a 5'4" virgin, right? And you're a virgin not because you're sad, it's because you're 12, right? So I'm glad you are a virgin at that age, for that matter. But if I could, I'd come to your house and rip your head off and then feed it to you even though you're dead.
I think the other problem with EA is that they kind of buy up these companies that are failing.
Yeah.
When
THQ died.
Oh, who cares about THQ?
Oh, I did. They meant Space Marine.
Space Marine.
That was such an underrated game, and I know that it's underrated because I went online and typed in top 10 underrated game, and it was fucking on the list. And I was like,
Which one?
The one that you enjoyed the demo of.
Oh,
that had a fucking narrative as well. They were basically go to this planet, Orc invasion, just be a spaceman and kill his orcs. Oh shit, Chaos guys doing evil shit, man. Save us, Titus. Oh fuck, you're immune to water type. It's a proper story. I really enjoyed it. And Nemirov's such a dick, it kills your best mate. It's like, I fucking shank you, Nemirov.
I'm gonna have to put so many spoiler disclaimers because I know that.
For Space Marines Dawn of War or whatever.
No, it's not Dawn of War. Dawn of War's
people.
Hey, Dawn of War Online, the newer
one.
I've got like StarCraft, tournament things. Yeah. Obviously not as big as StarCraft, but
well, StarCraft's died a death.
Good.
So is Mega Man though. When was the last time
you mean the actual IP, not the community?
No.
Hey, I read an article the other day. You play World of Warcraft, don't you, Jules?
Yeah.
They've shrunk. I mean, obviously there's still a lot of players, like bigger than
subscriptions,
but they're shrinking really.
The subscription numbers dropped a lot, and people are like, oh, WoW's dying now. What are you going to play now, faggots? You're like, well, there's still 7.6 million people playing.
That's a lot of my argument. There's still a lot of people playing.
It's not even a problem.
But what they're saying is people are leaving it because they're used to free to play now.
My
argument is, I don't play WoW, it's not for me.
I played it before, I didn't really
but if a game is quality, or a service is quality, you will pay for it.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Like if you like WoW, don't you?
Yeah,
you're going to pay for it. I like Xbox Live, I'm going to pay for it.
I paid WoW when it was like £15 or something like that.
Yeah.
I'd pay that still now for it. If you enjoy a service and you see a reward for that service, if I logged into WoW and it were never updated, the servers were terrible, and no one else playing, I wouldn't pay it. No. But because it's regularly updated, there's always new content, the servers are good,
I have to say that
then I'm more happy to pay for it.
Blizzard do amazingly well with the content that they provide.
I don't think Blizzard...
Like Rockstar's one of the first companies I've actually used microtransactions with, because when I go on GTA Online, actually, there's always constantly changing stuff, trying to improve stuff, get rid of stupid fucking
well, like with microtransactions in terms of like GTA Online, everyone was like, "Oh, it's going to be right unfair. People are just going to be buying it," and it's like
you don't have
the money that you earn from jobs and stuff like that. Like, it's not much, but at the same time, it's like you can't really afford that much anyway.
No,
even if you do get
even if you buy like a lot of money on it, which if you're willing to invest as much of your real money, well, fair play to you. I wouldn't spend £50 on like millions of dollars in a virtual currency. No, but it's no.
I'm not.
I bought a set of Microsoft points. I bought my episode of Wolf Among Us, my season 2 first episode of Walking Dead.
Talking about the Wolf Among Us again.
And The Walking Dead. So I thought I've got like £3 left. So I bought some points on GTA. So.
Bring it back to the subject. I don't mind them in a single player game, which you could enhance the narrative. By simply I did it in Mass Effect 2. After playing through Mass Effect 2 4 times and then coming back to play it again, I bought like a weapons pack that were just incredibly overpowered.
Yeah.
I mean, there were no hard fighting really.
No.
And I just got to walk around as Shepherd and just talk to people and have sex with aliens and
Yeah.
that shit. That was the game then. I didn't mind it.
No.
I paid £2 for that shit.
Yeah.
It's like
Jules has got the moral compass of the group.
I always love the ridiculousness of sometimes in Mass Effect though, when it's like you get them transmissions from the council and they're always like, "You're doing a good job, Shepard. You should keep doing what you're doing. You saved the galaxy." And you're like, "I just bought a fucking aquarium." You know, I'm feeding my fish pretty well.
I used to love it. I've only played the first one. Actually, I bought the other two, but I need time to play them. But I had time between uni and work, but whatever. But on the first one, the council be like, "Shepard, you're doing this," and I'd be like, "Motherfucker, turn that screen off." There's no need to talk
you
to
can
them.
turn it off,
That's the
can't you?
greatest thing. Some fucking pointed alien bastard trying to tell me what to do.
You saved their lives in number 1, and then in number 2 they're just like, oh, "Fuck you, Shepard.
Yeah,
Fuck off." And it's like, I'm trying to save everyone. It's like,
it's like remember
and
that
then
time.
3, you saved the universe. Like, let's fucking put him in prison, guys. Like, that's a good idea. He saved the universe, but I don't like this fuck flying around. What's the point in that? What did I do that for?
It's like remember
And then
that
your
time.
alien girlfriend didn't even come visit you because she's on Mars. That's the like equivalent.
Jules is going insane.
That was my last relationship.
Virtual girlfriend gets him riled.
That was my last relationship to a T. She were on Mars, she couldn't visit me. I fucking wish. You know why I wish? There's no atmosphere on fucking Mars. But that's it.
Just like, I'm on Mars, I can't visit you. It's like, I know where you live,
Shepard
down
should
road.
permanently walk around with his hand glued to his face in a face palm at the actions of everybody else in the game.
Everyone else is a retard in that game.
Yeah.
It's
when
like
Steve Mann's just like, I can control the Reaper, Shepard. He's like, no, you can't. Yes, I can. He's like, oh, well, no argument.
I've done the first one. You know the Rogue Spectre. What's it? Forgot it's called now.
Sauron.
Yeah, Sauron.
Yeah.
Basically, you
Sauron.
spend all
Sauron.
the.
It's Garrus's.
Yeah.
You spend all the game.
Sauron.
He's
Sauron.
such a badass. He's this greatest opposite ever, and you can just make him commit suicide.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you
I'm
can
like,
fuck him up.
Sauron, what? You have fell for the alien robot machine trick. Oh no, I has been bad. I will kill myself. Thank you,
Well,
Shepard.
you can that plot device was taken from Jade Empire because there's a guy in it. I forgot what he's called off the top of my head. But basically, he's a corpse that's possessed by a Japanese Oni, like, you know, a demon.
Yeah.
And he's like the main antagonist of it. And like, you can fight him at the end of the game, and it's a really hard boss fight. And he's like, his style's like ridiculous. Like the combat, and it's like rock paper scissors,
Yeah.
and it's like he knows what you're gonna do. No, it is.
I will
It's-
challenge you to Mortal Kombat. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh no!
Rock, paper, jutsu.
No. It's like you got.
Sorry
It's
for
like
the racism.
it's like you've got a block which like is broken by a strong attack, but you can break strong attacks with a light attack,
With a
and you
massive
can stop
penis.
light attacks with a block. So it's like, you know, there's always something you can
Yeah.
do to get through it. But like, he knows what you're going to do before you do it. You press the X button
He's
to
one
do
of
it.
those bullshit bosses.
Yeah.
Like in the
But-
Magic the Gathering game, where it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, it happened to get that card, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just drawn the card he needed. Oh, what luck, dear
What
boy.
bullshit can
He's
I
sitting
do?
there with a glass bottle.
No, but-
Fucking your console, smashing it into his
But
screen.
one of the things you can do is if you've got the right. I don't think it even matters on alignment actually whether you're good or bad. But you can convince him to kill himself because you're like, dude, you're super evil. I know you weren't evil, very bad, and you're super evil, and I know you were a
See,
good
his
guy.
counselor.
So just kill yourself.
Well, you know, in life, you were a pretty nice guy, but you've taken a dark path right
Just
now.
kills himself
So-
on the couch.
So
Yes.
I think the best options for you psychologically would be to lay down in a
Commit
puddle of
seppuku.
your own blood
Commit
and
harikiri.
run a hot bath.
Run a hot bath.
And see where it goes from there.
Run a hot bath, have a bottle of wine, you know, maybe
And
rent
just
a film. and then kill
leave the
yourself.
toaster on the side plugged in, and when you roll over your sleep, you follow the bath.
If the gods were to intervene.
But like,
E.g. me with a stick.
talking about narrative, I mean, we were on about how multiplayer is like quite a big thing now.
Quite a big thing.
Quite a big thing. Like we call it
Have
doing
you
that. It's
seen
like
how many people
don't
play
even play
Xbox Live and
But,
PlayStation
like-
Network? Never mind the people online on PC.
Yeah, but like with Sims, I was thinking about it today when I was like thinking about
Oh,
what I'm going to say.
That-
And like, there's no plot in that, but you make your own.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you get
yeah.
stupidly
No, you
bad.
say, no,
It
you
used to
say.
be.
Oh yeah, it used to
I
be
remember-
that.
In
You
The
s-
Sims.
I remember the plot
original
in The Sims when
Mortimer.
you had to fix your mum's TV and then it just died all the time and I hated that. I never played that game because I hated it.
No,
fix your mum's TV. I tried to fix it with no repair skill, and then I wouldn't be able to do it. So I'd go and read, but then I'd get too hungry to read. So I'd go and eat, and then try and read. But I never get my skill up.
Listen, Jules are at uni. Why are you studying, Alex? I'm too hungry to read. I need to get chicken. No, I disagree. Sims has no narrative because you start going, I'm going to get a family. You meet your wife in 30 seconds, she's married you, right? And then you get bored. But you don't make your own story because it always ends in the same thing.
You killing the Sims in stupid ways.
You kill your child and you get the right
You bring them up. You bring them up.
I want a daughter. I'm going to put you in a cart and just leave
What is
you
it?
there.
A child out of the bush?
Get in the pool with the walls.
Yeah, that's what you do. You brick them up in the pool. That's all that happens. Oh, you set fire to the house and remove all the doors. There's no narrative.
What's happened? He got in the death pool again.
He got in again. What?
They're in the death. They're all in there. Look at them. They're all in there.
The entire town is in this one pool for that super awesome Stella
They're all
party.
just going, just waving their arms.
Bring
Like
that out,
fucking
Mr. Jefferson.
morons.
It's not safe. The kids love it. It's like a ball pool of dead babies.
They're just wading
Balls
through the
are literally
corpses of all the
people's
children.
skull. The balls of people's skull.
Oh man, this
filled
is
with
super
styrofoam so they float.
My story in that was to call the fire brigade falsely, so the fire brigade woman would come out, flirt with her for 30 seconds. She'd then leave and pay 200 simoleons, call her again, come back, flirt with her, then have a child that could cause fires, and that was my game done. Then she'd walk around town burning stuff on fire.
You're not playing the game right.
The entire part of the game is there's no way to play it right. I think.
The
I don't
part
play
of the game is motherload. That's it.
That's what it is.
Shitting her money.
You've got to have just shitting money out. You click on that
Spend
llama
4
at
hours
that
making her
node.
house and then realise you don't want to play Sims anymore and just turn it off and never play that house.
Like saying about narrative,
I used to be addicted. I used to play on it all day, every day. It used to be awful. Spent about 2 hours waiting for it to load up on an old computer.
that's the difference though between a game that's actually got a narrative or a game you just get addicted to. Like
Like Minecraft as well.
Minecraft, free ones like
so much time on.
Like I remember when I were younger,
And
I used to
Terraria
sink
and
so many
Stardew.
fucking hours
Like
into
you make your own.
RuneScape. When I were younger, I used to sink so many hours into RuneScape because it were free.
Fucking runes.
Yeah, but it were
Did
free.
you try and buy a girlfriend in it?
No, I'm not that sad.
We'll buy GF for 50 copper. I never knew.
What are you, medieval England? Excuse me. Has anybody got some fillies I can ravage for 50 gold?
I never know what even happened when someone said, "Yeah, I'll be a girlfriend for 50 copper." Does he then give a 50 copper? He like follows around for a while. What even happens there?
I saw people like girls and boys follow each around, but you just wait till the wilderness you kill them. So you like to perform a relationship there. Or you kill one if someone were out of Brocken, and you'd be like, no!
Get attached to you.
I will avenge you!
You killed X smoke weed for life for 20XX.
It's like an 8-year-old just sat at a computer like...
Just like, Mom, someone's killed my girlfriend again. Just buy another one. I'm out of copper.
I'll send you some more money for microtransactions, son.
Someone beat her up. Took all the gold.
He's taken a dragon longsword. I must avenge her.
Back to Fallout. I mean, the narrative in that, you know, Fallout 3, obviously your dad, which Liam Neeson being your dad is like, well, I mean, to be fair,
That was like
Liam Neeson on my
it's a
dad.
good thing that nobody fucking kidnapped you, wasn't it? Because he's a bit angry
I have
about
a
that.
particular set of skills. What is it? I like water.
I like water.
I like using Bible codes to solve a puzzle at the end that's not really needed.
I spent about 25 minutes looking at this like, the fuck is he talking about? And then I just looked around and I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking retard.
No, but that relies on you remembering something that you've like kind of been reminded of.
For the
but not
entire
for about
game, your
30
father
hours.
hammers on about your mother being a massive Christian nut.
Yeah, but the
So-
actual
But
quote,
like, it's
which
like
is
the thing in
for-
that. You go to visit your dad, yay, narrative, your
31
dad's
or
dead,
19.
yay, story finished.
Could you visit your dad? He's like, hello son, let's go somewhere else. He's like, hi dad.
And you couldn't follow him across the wasteland, but then again, nobody's followed your dad across the wasteland, so it takes far
Just
too
fast
long.
travel.
So you fast travel, you meet
fast
him
travel
there.
for days, get encumbrance perk.
It's like Delphine, let's go to Kingsgrove to slay the dragon. It's like, why don't you go on your own? I'll see you in like 4 weeks when I can be bothered with this question.
Yeah, it's like, Delphine, what? I'll see you in a bit, because I'm going to do some things in a cave near Falkreath that's strictly not at all illegal. So, if you
I'm not
see
up to anything
see
shady.
me in some dark armour
Skyrim
murdering
jokes.
the Emperor's cousin, that wasn't me, it was my doppelganger. evil Mr. Alex. And you mustn't be confused if in jail he suddenly looks like me, then you must release him.
Remember, just because he's not me doesn't mean you shouldn't post bail.
I'm just gonna go and smith 800 iron daggers on the spot.
I know, yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm doing this shit.
On Skyrim, I have played in game days. In real life, I've played like a little bit more than a day. In game days, like 4 days, as we're waiting, my character has slept 4 times, right? And he's eaten like 12 hours of food. I know he has the soul of a dragon, but bitch must be hungry.
The only time I ever eat is when I'm like, I'm gonna potions and I'm fire, I'll eat these apples and it'll put me out.
I eat sweet rolls because there's the entire joke. Yeah. So
I learned how to make sweet rolls the other day.
Oh god.
I was going to make some for tonight.
Did you like
I'm essential.
Like eat it?
I used to be an adventurer like you. No.
I used to be an adventurer like you, then I learned how to cook sweet rolls, and now I'm a chef.
I used to be an adventurer like you, then I was offered a stable job with stable income, and I raised a family. Dragon Boy used to start crying his dragon tears of love.
Yeah, there's just a guard at a desk job.
I like how you can't
It's like a suit and that massive helmet.
The game assumes
Business
the
guards.
Dragonborn's infertile. You must adopt a child. Why is my penis no good? Or is my ovaries no
I've
good?
got a dragon penis.
I used to do my tax returns, and then I took an arrow to the knee.
I took a tax return.
They're not trying to tax me. So then Mr. Dragonborn, we see we've got
Then I got
10,000 gold, so we can tax that quite easily. However, these basic artefacts you've got, we don't really know the value of that, and we don't really know if we want them, because this ebony blade thing's quite fucking malicious when you think about it.
You know this alien artifact you found? Well, it's listed under the Treasure Act of 1974. So 10% of that is going to go to the government.
So, bitch, how can I give you half of an evil staff that turns people into chickens? You tell me that, alright?
So, Mr. Dragonborn, we'll take 50% of your wealth as part of tax to the Empire, an extra 10% to the Alderman Dominion to fund their campaign of hating fucking humans, an extra 5% because the Emperor's dead. So, which you may or may have not done. So, which you may. My Dragonborn were the most socially conservative bisexual lover. No, he would have happy to leave the guys on though. I mean, he wanted Poontang. But if a man were like,
that's Hawk in Dragon Age 2 that as soon as Anders is around.
Yeah.
Just like, Anders, I will look after him. It's like, I love you, Hawk's like, get a fuck
They're
out.
one of the best types of narrative though, the romantic subplots in game. Because they're just hilarious.
I mean,
BioWare's amazing.
In
which you bring Morrigan, an actual pile of shit, and she falls in love with it. It's like, look, Morrigan, a broken ring. Here are some shoes. And she's like, get laid, Hawk.
No, right.
Whoever's the first.
Morrigan. If life was as easy as Morrigan is, right, we'd all be much cheerfuler.
She's a horrible.
She's like, oh, adventurer, it seems you like the
like,
other girl. Would you like to insert your penis into me? I would, thank you very much.
It's like, oh, you like the notion of love, do you? Oh, that's very good. I find it bullshit, actually.
Until later on, for plot device, then I love you and I will stop loving you. So you might as well have gone with the feisty church girl anyway, because you know she damn dirty in bed.
Oh
if
man,
she's
romantic
feisty.
subplots in video games though, they can be bullshit.
Yeah, but they're still hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, did you not laugh on Mass Effect when there's a love scene? Some blue woman rolling around you. It's so cringe.
The worst one is Dragon Age, where they just rub up against each other in underwear. It's like, what is this? And it's just going,
yeah, that. Because all love's beautiful, not a sweaty cesspit.
Meanwhile,
you don't see some short bloke going, proper pounding into this ugly bird here.
Some dwarf just ramming into a mage.
Yeah, because you can be a dwarf, can't you? You mean you can't even reach the vagina?
It's like, excuse me, can you put your knees closer together? Why I need to make it
Let me fetch my yellow pages, sweetheart.
Let me get my love ladder. I keep it in the back of the tent. It's like pink.
That has to. No. I like the idea that there's immersion in the town grid. Would you like to buy a love ladder?
Love ladders!
Love ladders! 5 gold for you to reach the vagina or penis, depending on yourself.
You, sir, you're a man of diminutive stature. You'll want a love ladder later, won't you, Sonny?
If you want to be fondling those tatty bojangles, you need a love ladder.
Fucking love ladder.
It's like a JML product. You from
1999.
No love ladder. No more standing on your tiptoes with a love ladder.
1999, all available from all good retail stores. HMV, not HMV, Homebase.
It's
and
as the
B&Q.
Homebase and Wilkinson's. Yeah.
Wilkinson's, yeah. You get the Poundland one as well, which is just stuck together with glue. And then there's an awkward moment.
That'd be an awkward moment.
There's an awkward moment when the dwarf's trying to shtup his missus.
Stop!
And then fucking the ladder just breaks and he
Can you
shatters
imagine
his
it?
knee.
He's slowly caressing his way up past the curves, and like he's just about to put his tongue where it matters, and then
Foot just goes to that.
and he drops while his tongue's lolling out, and he just goes down like licking a leg on the way down.
Well,
She's just like, are you alright? It's like, I think you should.
No, I'm
just
all
go.
fucking alright, you daft bitch.
Why is the
How about you
dwarf
kneel down?
Scottish?
All dwarves are Scottish.
What
Have
was
you
I?
learned nothing from
What was I?
Dragon Age?
What?
Have you learned nothing from Dragon Age where every dwarf is
Yeah.
Dwarfs
true.
have to.
Except
You
Varys.
can't have a dwarf
Yeah,
who's
that's it.
posh. Excuse me, sir. It seems I need to rescue this girl from the
Not
evil
even
dragon.
Dragon Age Origins, that you were a posh
You
dwarf.
could be, yeah, you could be a
I
dwarf.
mean, we're not
posh
playing
dwarf.
Hobbit now, are we? With some vague English actors from various successful films all stuck into one movie because Peter
Carry on,
Jackson.
man.
Because Peter Jackson's a bit obsessed with British actors.
Peter Jackson's got away.
Peter Jackson's obviously a Cockney as well, according to us.
Carrot Man and Gout
Where
Man.
is he actually from?
I don't fucking know. He spends half his time in New Zealand.
Is he from New Zealand?
I think so.
He looks like a
presume he's
stinky-
from
He made the first big New Zealand film, that Brain Dead, with zombies, didn't he?
That was a great film.
It wasn't a
I
bad
liked
film.
that. I like that.
It's like parasitic zombie worm things that with people's minds.
I just remember there being a really
corpses.
ridiculous scene where the guy gets eaten by his mum, who's like a big fat Jabba the Hutt zombie, and then he
Jabba the
chainsaws
Fuck.
his way out. He chainsaws his way out.
Of his own mother.
About his own, he
Isn't that like-
carves his
isn't
way
that
out of his
like
own mum's
fucking
womb.
chainsaw?
Isn't that like, wouldn't Freud
She's
have a
huge
field?
and she eats him, and he's got a chainsaw because he's been.
Wouldn't
fighting
Freud
zombies.
have a field day with that? Does she not chew?
Oh man, I was watching a let's play of what was it called? I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream, and it's a game based on a sci-fi book, and like it got really heavily into Freud at the end. Like it was all about the Thanatos and the Eros, like the death wish thing that we all
See, we're not all
inherently
just
have.
fit cunts, verbal and stuff like
And
that.
the
We're
worst
not.
bit,
Anne said a really bad word, didn't
He
she?
said
Yeah.
the worst word.
he said the worst
You have
word.
to bleep that one out.
If you
I
were on
can't
like
believe
ITV,
it.
you'd
I
be
mean,
fired.
we can accept the word fuck, but the C word, whoa,
Yeah,
that's
we've
too
gotta
bad.
dodge
You
that
get sent
shit
to
as
Channel
well.
5 after that.
Yeah, I've got to get some Channel 5 porno action on that one.
What? Channel 5?
I recently learned, in a sociological lesson, no less, that when my parents were young laddies and lasses, Channel 4 was well known for being the channel that put porn on.
Is it?
Yeah, so you
Not
stop...
Babe Station.
Because you didn't learn it at school. No, that didn't exist then. You didn't learn it at school about the vagina and the willy. No. Channel 4
put it on
now.
Channel 4.
That's where you learnt about the opposite sex
It's
as
like
pieces.
Davina McCall there. House
Today
race,
I'm going
are
to teach
ready
you
for
about the
penetration?
vagina, which I might not have.
Don't just put it in there, fondle the breasts as well. She needs to enjoy it.
Actually, what I just said. That's not going in there.
Housemates, this is Davina. You are ready for penetration.
Like Wagner on it background.
Yeah,
Back in there.
because it goes into the diary room and it's like, I'm not sure what I actually have anymore. Because this has been that fucking weird.
It was
Big Brother,
slightly
I-
dark, Big Brother.
Big brother, am I
I'm not
more a
sure.
woman or both?
What I actually fucked.
Big Brother.
I don't know what it was.
I don't know
I
if it,
just woke up.
I
it
don't know
happened,
if it was
so
a
I-
woman, if it was a man, or if
Both.
I slept with the
Neither.
cuddly monkey. I'm not quite sure. Was it a pack of McVitie's? Nobody knows.
Completely on topic to video game narrative. It's like a Big Brother sex education. That should be a game with a very good
That's a
narrative.
game with
Me
a
and
good
Connor have had the
Big
greatest
Brother
idea
Sex
for a game.
Simulator 2014.
No,
Yeah, it's like Surgery Simulator. You got your hands. You just kind of grope into
Me and
Venus'
Connor-
face. You don't know whether to slap it or just kind of like back
Do you
away.
remember our dream from last year, where we want to make a game with Boris Johnson in?
That's such a great
It'd be a rape narrative. Basically, Boris Johnson is an alien xenomorph with a blonde wig. No offense
The
to Big
secret end-
BJ,
the-
but
The secret ending of the game was a xenomorph with Boris Johnson's wig on, smoking a cigar, with his feet up by the fire, just going.
yeah,
with
but he's a
the mouth
xenomorph. But he's
having a
also like
cigar.
Cryptosporidium of Australian humans. But his main mission is to destroy spendy buses. And,
right. He's like cutting out with his mighty blade.
Yeah, he fights giants.
Look after the fillies from being ravaged by horrible men.
Horrible oinks.
And defeating a giant snake that becomes a trade, right? And he has to defeat it by using political propaganda. Yes, it's like, this trade is in England. You've
not been privatised yet.
The snake's so confused his head explodes. Or he's just too memorised by his blonde hair, gently drifting.
A game that I thought I just...
Wow, that was a sharp turn.
I had enough of your bullshit.
Yeah.
A game that I thought that had one of the best narratives was Dragon Age 2, in which everyone hated.
I never played it.
Everyone hated it because it wasn't number one. And everyone's like, oh, EA's waggling the dick round. Fuck off here. And I thought that game did what Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3 did in one game.
I didn't like 3. I know that's kind of cliche.
Mass Effect 3 was terrible.
I just thought it
was not terrible, but it was
I liked it up until literally the ending.
It was too claustrophobic.
There was not. There was
everything you did was just. People who hate Mass Effect 2 said all you do around is go here, gather this recruit, go here, gather that recruit. But in number 3, all you did was go around and gather these people. They join your effort, and then you have a 10-minute conversation about how everyone is depressed. And then Shepard gets depressed. The main enemy in the game is depression. What kind of game is that?
Yeah, that's the same in any of the games like that, though. I mean, on one, all you do is visit these planets to either gather information or rescue certain people.
Or just fuck it up.
Games have got to have vague objectives like that, or nothing happens.
Mass Effect 1, you could genocide an entire race.
Yeah, I didn't.
Really
I wasn't.
The Rachnoids.
Yeah, you could.
I didn't do that. I wasn't. Rachne. Was that right? Rachne?
Yeah, they were.
You're thinking of Ragnar from Doctor Who, aren't you?
No,
Ragnar, that's it.
Yeah. The thing which is in
the
a container,
things,
and she's like, yeah, if you kill me, then we'll all die. Basically, the conversation's obviously longer, but at the same time, I remember getting to that point and being like, it won't matter. And then Mass Effect 2, it's like you killed everyone. Yeah. Everyone died in that race because of something you did.
You don't mind to come back in
a game in many hours ago
for no reason at all. I don't even know why they come back in number 3.
Yeah,
go on the wiki.
To the wiki.
Like the Reapers. I blame the Reapers.
Well, the Reapers. To be fair, I couldn't get myself to be hyped about how evil the Reapers were supposed to be, considering the sentient machines that just eat planets.
Well, it got even more bullshit when it was just they started leading up to a story about dark energy and dark matter, and then just abandoned it. And it was just why have you just done that? And
what about the indoctrination theory? I believe that is the belief that the events of the ending of Mass Effect 3 are brought on because Shepard's been indoctrinated by the Reapers.
No.
Right, I think that. Because you don't get, all the way through the things, it's like, don't come near the Reapers, and Shepard's like, I'm just going to touch it. I'm just going to stick my dick in that obelisk, it'll be fine. And then, he's completely alright.
Shepard's dick can't be defeated or indoctrinated, he's got that much fucking genital war swirling around
he's just swirling in disease.
Liliana's psychic presence around his... Not Liliana, what's she called? The blue alien girl's psychic presence is swirling around his penis that much, it's impenetrable to any disease.
She gets pregnant, doesn't she?
Yeah, she gets pregnant.
Oh my god!
There's an ending to Mass Effect 3.
Blue alien,
I think
baby.
It's 3. It might be 3 or 2.
She says you're not going to be around to look
But their species of species. Their species of hussies though, aren't they? Because they've got there's no males in their species, so they have to sleep with a species.
No, they don't have intercourse via genitals. They do it mentally.
They do it with spiritual bull miss.
They
waves of fucking fun.
They absorb your genetics through.
Yeah, they absorb your DNA and it can kill you.
Slanesh, all pleasure in the mind. Oh, I can feel the chaos within. Oh, that's so great, sweetheart. Keep pushing those buttons. Oh no, you pressed the wrong one. I have to stab you in the throat now.
But yeah, I think romantic subplots are fine. But I do I really like games where you have to piece it together yourself. Where they don't do any hand holding at all. With Dark Souls and Don't Starve, it's there
is no narrative to Dark Souls.
There is.
But it's just too much balls.
I don't mind games with
it's not.
In World of Warcraft, you could easily play through that game. The first time I played that through, no idea about story, no idea. But if you want, there is more story and lore and narrative.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There's a ton of narrative and lore in Dark Souls, but the entire thing about Dark Souls is, are you in this area? You die, or you grind. You're good enough to leave this area. Next area. there's no rewarding for the narrative apart from the fact that you're on curiosity.
I've never even played it.
So. It's just grinding over and over again in an area until you can get to the next area and not just get raped in it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I remember Blighttown.
Oh, fuck Blighttown. That's where I am. Whoa. Gives me an idea.
Oh, you like swamps, do you? How about poisonous swamps? You want to try and avoid it? You can't. You have to go through it.
Yeah.
No, but I guess Dark Souls was a bad example, considering you that strongly felt about it.
Well, I like the game. It's not the
you do have to read between lines quite a lot.
Yeah,
but we don't starve. There is like this really massive backstory to it, and when you first load when you first load it up, it's like, okay, you're just a guy. There's some crazy guy called Maxwell who's like, hey buddy, you better eat. See you later, fucker. And then he disappears. But like, if you like actually try and look for it, like in the world while you're exploring it,
the first time I played that, we were in beta.
Yeah.
And there was none of that in it. It was just.
Oh no, they've proper done it up now. There's like a proper story.
When it came out on the PS Plus game for PS4, I downloaded it, and I didn't even know it was there. And there were loads of story there.
Like, you can find out like loads of stuff. You can find out who the demon was before he actually became a demon, which is he was a magician from London who found a book which took him to that world, and then he became a demon.
Chaos cultist.
Yeah, basically. You can find out what the Gru is. You know, the thing in the dark that kills you. It's the magician's assistant who got transformed into this thing called Charlie. Well, that's her name, but it's the Gru. Like, it's the thing that just kills you when you're in the night. And you find out that like the little girl character, I forgot her name, Wendy.
Victoria.
No, oh god, it's the one with the ghost. The ghost is special ability.
Talking about the fire one.
No, yeah. Well, the one with the ghost is related to him. Like, it's his niece or something like that, and his sister drowned at the same time that he got sucked into this book and became a demon. And because of the fact she died at the same time, that's why she's a ghost, because it fucked up the family line.
Binding Isaac's similar to that. If you play Binding Isaac as a game, is just
what game?
Binding Isaac. You never played it?
No.
It's just I guess a kind of like a rogue game.
Yeah.
In which you just shoot your way through levels, blah blah blah. But the story to that is just fucking mind blowing bullshit. The first kind of cutscene, if you call it a cutscene, is just your mum's trying to kill you. She's a religious Bible nutter. You go in the basement and run away from it, and then you kill her at the end. But if you look into that, it's like Isaac's dad left him, so she started watching God channels, and then she was a bit nutty, and then the part of the game that you're going through, you're actually dead because you escaped through a chest, but you die inside the chest, so you're like a stillborn baby. It's fucking batshit crazy.
The best thing about things like that is I love the idea that they thought, right, make a game, we shoot stuff, and then I go, right, need a story, what is it, right? Basically, Mum's a fucking natter. She's a natter, right? She watches the God channel. Fucking kill her. End of story. But I love the idea that they try and justify the fact that there's a machine gun in somewhere. No, I do like when it comes together well. Like on COD, it's basically running around shooting some Latino guys. Why are we? No, the new COD. That's what it is. Why are we shooting the Latino guys? Because South America's become a superpower. Why did they become a superpower? Because oil's in the Middle East. Why is it gone? There were a nuclear war. It's like it's like two guys in a rubber squid thinking through. Like on
How can we bullshit
Guy
our way
when they're
to
doing
this?
the improv thing. Why in the pub? Bouncing off each other. I like the idea that there's some truly great ideas made from that. Not the aforementioned example where you just shoot Latino guys. But
I wonder how much money someone got paid at whatever. What was it like? Infinity War.
Yeah. That COD, yeah. There's the other one as well.
Came up with that idea. He got paid like so much to think of that.
You ever
really makes my carrying 26 barrels up from a cellar the other day, 44 litres of beer.
Well, some guy was just like, "There's no oil. Brazil's a superpower." Go.
Have you ever heard of a game called Gone Home?
Oh yeah.
Have you played it?
No, I'm not gonna play it.
Why?
It's just this big circle jerk, isn't it? It's just a bunch of like people. It's everything I hate. It's just like, what is the point in it? It's just like you just go around and you think everyone's like, oh, these are lesbians. Oh, look at this. This is so hipster. I'm so scared. Jack off. That's it. That's all it is.
Never played it, so.
It's so overrated.
What is it about? What is it about?
It's like you kind of.
Jules is being so spooky.
You're in like a house and you kind of like.
You're a college student who comes back.
You kind of go through. Essentially, what it is that as you go through the house, you learn about the people who kind of, I guess, live there.
Because you've been away for basically.
I agree with Jules. It's some hipster faggot bullshit, and it's just got to be discussed about.
It's not a bad game. I'm not saying it's bad.
No, it's not a game. I don't think it's a game.
Well, that's then about the question: is are games art and that in-depth debate?
Yeah.
Just bullshit.
Well, I mean, like if it was a story, if it was a film, it'd be just like.
It's kind of the same thing as Dear Esther.
What?
Did you ever play Dear Esther?
No.
Dear Esther were a game.
I feel so dumb. He asked me games, and I'm like, I don't.
It was like everyone fucking loved Dear Esther when it came out,
Right.
and I hated it. All you did in Dear Esther was hold W. If you held W, all you did was just walk around, and the guy who you were playing as would kind of narrate a story back to you.
Right.
And everyone like, oh, this is the game of the year. This is amazing. It wasn't a game. It's not an interactive story.
Yeah.
And it kind of got like saying that. Then the whole bullshit thing about our game's art thing came around. Like, this game isn't a game, it's art. And I just like, well, shit.
But they say that for every single game now. I'm not just ones that have got a good story behind them, like obviously Telltale will stop dragging it on, but you know. They say it for like, and this is the next explosive action thriller, it's massive. Like, constant, not a fucking art form at all.
But it's like claiming that Michael Bay's films are art form. They're not, they're good films, but they're not art.
I don't think they're good films.
Have you ever seen Pain and Gain?
I would
rather
eat myself than admit that they're anywhere near good.
I'd rather.
Michael Bay's films?
I'd rather smack
Michael Bay. There's not a mecha film without 6,000 fucking pyrotechnics going off. The death of a planet or no species.
Michael Bay's
an
films where
explosion.
Michael Bay has kind of just made them himself look good. But when he's just like shitting all over Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hey, do you like Sheila Booth? He's nuts now.
I was never even a Transformers fan.
On his face saying, I am not a
fan. I was watching a thing today. I know we've gone off video games again, but I was watching a thing today, which is about that. I am sorry, that new art thing he's doing. He sits in a room and you just shout abuse at him.
Yeah, Screen Junkies did a video on it where Hal Rudnick just walked in and was just like, what the fuck is this all about? And he's like, you want to apologise? You're not forgiven, you ruined Indiana Jones. Swinging on vines, that is shit. And like, he just sits there like crying and it's just like, what the fuck
What's
is this?
happened to him?
He's gone insane. I wrote an article about it on my blog thing, and he is fucking nuts now.
Good.
He has lost his shit super hard. It's the curse of Disney.
He's a terrible actor.
It's the Disney curse.
What are you saying about Disney?
Oh, she's piping up now.
It's Disney, fuck you.
Mickey Mouse is just to be like in Connor's bed while his head's severed in the morning.
Yeah. That's like Mickey Mouse.
Oh god.
Don't talk shit like me, CG.
Hey, CG.
Mickey Mouse is scary.
You talking shit like me, bitch. Billy, put a hole in the window.
Hey, CG. I heard you were being an asshole.
Goofy. Racist.
Hey, Connor, you fucking dick.
Hey, Connor. How you doing?
None of the dunk's gonna like grind against you.
He's gonna grind against my corpse. Yeah. No, but like, there's that thing, isn't there, where it's like certain Disney actors when they start at a young age, they lose the shit, like Miley Cyrus and
Miley Cyrus didn't lose the shit.
Oh, she's super.
No, she didn't lose the shit. She went fucking batshit crazy.
Meanwhile, Shia LaBeouf pills his own.
Wait, Miley, what are you doing? I'm coming through a fucking wrecking ball, motherfucker.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
My hair looks like a
video. Have you seen his video?
Which video?
Oh, he did a new Achy Breaky Heart.
What the fuck?
Oh,
who did Achy Breaky Heart?
Miley Cyrus did another version of it. It's fucking disgusting. It's like
is he on the wrecking ball?
No, it's some
my Achy Breaky Heart.
My Achy Breaky Heart.
The family. It's some fat black guy going, oh, don't break my heart, my Achy Breaky Heart. And then what's his face? Miley Cyrus is just like playing his guitar. Even though there's no guitar in the song, we're like alien spacemen grinding against him. And then the fat black guy just goes,
you can't see this, but my eyes are so wide with shock.
just look at Achy Breaky Heart like 2 or something like that. It's something terrible.
I'm not looking at it. It sounds terrible.
I don't think I could deal with
his lightsaber. It's like red. It's just red. It's terrible. It's awful.
I don't think I could deal with watching that.
It made me cry a bit.
You need to say something about narrative. We keep going fucking nuts. Talking about bullshit.
The fact that
like anything much about narrative, you just go on.
No, but come on, right?
It's linking. There's circles forming.
because you're not talking, it ends up with Jules being the moral compass of the group, which is
I am the moral compass.
I said to you on Twitter the other day, the only way I make up for my terrible personality is through random acts of kindness.
Buying people drinks.
Yes, which even then it can
Just
be debatable whether it's kind or not.
I did kick a dog the other day, but I bought you a beer. So morally, I'm clean.
It's like my act of kindness is debatable with the fact that I'm putting a poison inside your body.
I am killing you slowly in about 30 years.
I'm just such an awful human being. I mean, I don't even know what that is. I mean,
right, if we're talking about narrative, right? Has anyone ever played a dating sim? Like a Japanese dating sim?
You mean like the live
There's only one thing I know about Japanese dating sim. It's called Rape Blade. It's the most disgusting thing that's ever been made.
Oh my god.
Rape Blade?
Rape Blade is a rape simulator.
Whoa.
And that's why it's banned in every country in the world, for the simple reason that the fact is that rape is not a very nice thing. Which is very fucking understatement in that sentence. It's basically, and there's a plot to it. There's a narrative. I looked it up. Wikipedia.
I googled this shit.
Because it will list the 10 most offensive video games I expected, like Grand Theft Auto, because mothers always throw a fit, because it's never there's never the child's fault who's a fucking psychopath.
Like
it's Grand Theft Auto.
Like the early Dooms and things like
Because
that.
the parents didn't buy him that game, you know.
Just like,
He didn't say 18 on it.
And Manon, but no, the number one was Rape Blade. I thought, what the fuck is Rape Blade? Wikipedia. If I'm looking at anything else than Wikipedia.
don't Wikipedia this. Don't look it up.
I'm not looking at anything else but Wikipedia, because this sounds like the most disgusting thing ever made. Basically, the plot is you're a pervert. You get caught, and you think your idea of revenge is you rape the woman who caught you, who's a young girl, then her sister, then the mother. And I was like, what the actual fucking...
I can tell that the guy who made that probably lives in his
it
basement.
says there's customization options. I'm like, I don't even fucking know what that
Customization?
I don't even want to fucking know what that is.
Gamers love customization.
I thought the fact that this is being made shows how...
That guy was like, what is it gamers love? The rape. Customization and the rape.
I mean, there's games with rape
That's
in it, but
disgusting.
there's not games where you rape people and you decide how you rape. That's
Oh my god.
That's great.
that's saying there's some things vastly wrong with the game.
To a more lighter subject, I played a dating sim where you dated a T-Rex.
Now that sounds
The
fun.
T-Rex was your boyfriend. And he played a ukulele and he dropped it and he got embarrassed so you bought him a new one and you went on a date with him.
Oh, see,
That's
now
fucking sick!
It was so,
Game of the Year.
That's
David
like-
Cage will make
it
a
was
remake of it.
so kawaii.
that sounds much more better than what I've just mentioned. I'm not going to
I
mention
think
it.
anything would.
There's a TOEFL boyfriend in which you are a girl at a school of birds and you have to date the birds.
As in birds, as in like pigeons.
As in pigeons. There's like a pervy old doctor who you can date, and he's like weird. Everyone's a pigeon, but you're not. But it's okay to have sex with them because it's Japan.
What the fuck?
Just look it up.
I'm always being silent.
I'm
I'm actually crying to kill myself.
I'm actually crying. Pigeon dating simulator.
Yeah.
Why did Japan come up with weird shit like that?
Oh my god!
Like Baby Maker.
watched
Baby Maker Extreme.
They're literally cool sweet nothings to you.
I watched Jesse Cox and Krendor play a game. Sorry, I can't even pronounce it. It's like Ano no Chiki, right?
No cheeky.
I like what you say
I'll
there.
describe to you the boss of the second level. A pile of Japanese men run past the screen in thongs, make a human pyramid, proceed to shoot fireballs at you while going in which your character is a Japanese man lying on his side, running through space, while two black men spin around you and shoot man beams out of their head while they wear pink thongs. This is a game. I don't know the name of it, but it's a game. It's amazing. The genre of it in Japan. If you translate it to go to Jesse Cox's channel and look at it.
What was that called? I'm going to put a fucking thing for that in the description for this video. That is ridiculous.
They made a fighting game for it as well. The first boss, right, is
Jules,
it's a Japanese man in a chair.
Oh, Japan do the best narratives.
And like a grate on his dick, and a man comes out the grate on his dick and starts punching you. It makes no fucking sense.
I can't breathe.
Some of the enemies are men with fine
I just
afros.
this image of this Japanese guy going through space with two black men, and the black men are Mr. T circling around him with mind beams
They've
out
got
of the
pink thongs on.
Oh yes!
And they shoot their superpower.
It's the guy. It's the guy I'm visualising. It's the guy off the song where he just mentions the word I can't mention over and over again in his pants while he's going like that. Yes.
Oh, that killed me. That's fucking ridiculous.
It's amazing. It's like called Anono Chiki. The genre of the game in Japan is just called
fucking Google
game.
that, everyone.
Shiki game.
Shitty game.
Shitty game.
That's like the genre of it.
Well, like Austin Powers, shiitake mushrooms. I feel
I don't even know how to describe it. I have tears rolling down my eyes.
That is ridiculous. I've just got this mental image of this guy just with two black dudes like circling around him, fighting a human being.
Running through space like that, and the black guys are just like spinning round in a circle around him.
So it's like
for all those who
black
obviously
guys.
can't see this, Jules was just laid on his side on the couch paddling at the air.